Referee candidate. Our second referee is Nestor Matematico, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. Opposite hitter from Adamson University, number 7, team captain Mylene Pat. Setter from the National University, number 4, Jasmine Nabor. Outside spiker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 9, EJ Laure. Middle blocker from the University of the East, number 10, Rosel Baliton. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 14, Zach Harandang. Outside spiker from Montenegro, number 17, Yelena Svijovic. Starting libero also from FEU, number 24, Buding Duremdes. Head coach for CHERY TIGGO is Clarence Aying Esteban. And now the starters for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. Outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 2, team captain Eliza Valdez. Setter also from Ateneo, number 12, Gia Morado de Guzman. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 13, Sed Domingo. Middle blocker from the College of St. Benil, number 14, Jeanette Panaga. Opposite hitter from the University of the Philippines, number 18, Tots Carlos. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 23, Gemma Galanza. Starting libero from FEU, number 11, Kyla Atienza. And the head coach for CREAMLINE is Sherwin Meneses. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is game 2 of the battle for bronze between CHERY TIGGO and CREAMLINE. This is the PVL.
Starting lineup for the crossovers, a little change. Jasmine Nabor will be the starting lineup today. Alina Bicar will be coming off the bench. Duremdes didn't see action in game number 1,
yes,
but she is the starting libero for today. In the meantime, we switch over sides and check out the starting lineup of the Cool Smashers. Also a minor change here. Seth Domingo will see action for the first time in this series. And Risa Sato will be coming off the bench. Sato with 3 points in that game, but again, the top scorer, 19 points, Tots Carlos. No Yellow Basa still in the starting lineup, Z.
I mean, if Tots could produce that much attack points and contribute heavily for her squad, why not? I mean, at this point of the series or of the tournament, it really goes down to who can gel better with each other.
And the key here for the crossovers is try and prevent 5 players from scoring in double digits for the Cool Smashers, because if they get everybody on the board, Gemma Galanza with 10 points in their last game gets the first point here in set number 1. It's going to be very hard to stop the Cool Smashers.
That's right. If we check out the stat sheet again from game number 1, there are 5 Cool Smashers who have smashed in double digits.
That's right.
So it's really going to be how the CHERY TIGGO crossovers will address that problem for them.
Nabor, the back set. Svijovic has to be better than 9 points today. Bangs Panaga, 14 points, gets her first today.
Bangs Panaga, again, leading the charge in terms of blocking in game number 1, getting 8 blocks out of her 14-point output.
Gumabaw coming off the bench with 11 points, right? I mean, Galanza, we mentioned, with 10. Eliza Valdez with 16. I mean, so many players stepping up for the Cool Smashers in that crucial game number 1. And how key is it, see, you get the first game of a best of 3?
I mean, it just goes to thinking of it as an investment, Eric. I mean, get one in the bank and, you know, do better at least in the next one.
Valdez, off-system play, knocks it in. Live slow defensively was EJ Laure. And we mentioned how good she was in digging and receiving. 14 digs, 27 receptions in that game number 1 loss.
I mean, coaches would always say, if you can't contribute in terms of attacking, maybe you can contribute in other skills. So that's what exactly EJ Laure did in game number 1.
But how about Rosel Baliton as she gets her first point here today? Top scoring for the team with 10 points, 5 blocks, 2 aces.
A good serve from her too.
Valdez off the double block and through.
Eliza Valdez so far 2 for 2 here in the 4-point output by the Cool Smashers.
16 points, 31% efficiency, 4 blocks, 10 digs for Eliza Valdez in game number 1. Tots Carlos was 32% from the field in that game, along with 17 digs and the 19 points. Good receive. Laure with a tip. Valdez with coverage. Back row, Carlos fires one in.
Tots Carlos already showing the fire that she got in her.
Let's check in with Sam Corrales.
These two teams are coming from a weekend break, and Eliza Valdez tells me that this kind of helped the Cool Smashers absorb whatever it is that they have been going through this conference. Now, despite taking game 1, Eliza tells me that the heartbreak is definitely there, but in fact, the Phenom says that she is proud of her teammates for being present for each other in practice. At the end of the day, bumabagon pa rin sila to play the game they love, and with an opponent like CHERY TIGGO, their mindset is controlling what they can. Now, not much has changed with their preparations, but they have the trust in each other that they will play their best in possibly their final game after a jam-packed year. Let's listen in into their timeout.
Nawawala na. Bakit hindi tayo gumagalaw sa depensa eh? Hanggat nakita mo na, ilagay sa isip nyo na kukunin nyo ng kukunin para gumalaw kayo ng gumalaw. Kayo lumalay sila na lumalay, mahirapan na naman tayo umabot sa dulo nyo. Kailangan natin kayo nito sa inyo. Tulong-tulong.
Well, a very early timeout for Coach Clarence Esteban after that service ace by Tots Carlos. They were quite unhappy with the receiving and their digging.
I mean, if there's anything that they want to avoid is to have that a repeat of that set number 3 wherein they only got 5 points in set number 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Quite surprising because in the sets that they lost, they were 22, they were 19, but there's that weird set. They only put up 5 points. Nabor. This is a chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Atienza will set it up. Valdez with the tip. Carandang with the save. Sevirovic, this is another chance ball here for the Cool Smashers. Said Domingo. That was partially blocked. She gets it across. That's an odd-looking sequence right there. Domingo barely made contact again with the ball. Laure. Valdez down the line, hits the foot of Clarence Esteban.
Goes a little wide there for Eliza Valdez. A lot of attempts for Sed Domingo, who seems to be still warming up here in set number 1.
Checking if Coach Esteban is wearing new shoes, and maybe that's it or something. 3 serving 6, Mylene Paat. Also a very low-scoring ball game. 8 points, 13% efficiency from the field. So not the usual Mylene Paat that we know.
Not the usual spicy pea that we have here.
Speaking of spicy, Eliza Valdez heating things up here in set number 1.
Eliza so far leading the charge here in set number 1. She got 3 attack points here out of their 7-point output.
Only 1 attack point for the crossovers that's coming from Rosel Balitones. Valdez sends that outside. So these are the points that the crossovers have been getting. Some freebies. A couple of errors from Valdez and 1 from Galanza.
The crossovers definitely need to create or make their own points here.
Good serve. Carlos. Nice save by Buding Duremdes. Carandang tips it. Atienza to Galanza. Found the opening. Pancake save by Paat. She got ran over by Carandang, and Galanza will score. Send us to our first technical timeout. The Cool Smashers up by 4 here in the opening set. catch the UAAP Season 85 cheer dance competition as the 8 cheering squads from all 8 universities perform on December 10 at the Mall of Asia Arena. Watch the action live on the UAAP Varsity channel and One Sports starting at 4 p.m. Hashtag Rise as One. Good start here for the Cool Smashers. They lead by 4 as Seth Domingo back after not seeing action in game number 1. Serves by Paat. Domingo with an over received. Nabor to Zakarandang. What a save by Tots Carlos. Nabor to Sevijovic. She scores.
Yelena this time getting that point, pushing it over to zone 1. Usually it's the corners that would have nobody to pick up the ball. This time successfully getting that point for the crossovers.
That's the first point of the 30-year-old Sevijovic. Combination play. Galanza rejected. Excellent defense at the net by the crossovers.
And Rose Baleton leading that sequence. Or rather, Jas Nabor getting that block point for the crossovers.
So Nabor with a block point. Galanza saved by EJ Laure. Sevijovic. There's a net touch against Panaga.
Free point for the crossovers. Definitely something that they would need right now, as we are now closer. 7 points to 8.
A little 3-point run here by the crossovers. Galanza. Paat picking it up. Nabor underhand set to Yelena. Cross court. What a dig for Atienza. Atienza will send it over. Here comes Nabor. Back to Yelena. Tots Carlos with the first touch. Back row, Valdez. Rejected, but it goes outside.
A good block touch there for the crossovers, but too powerful for Rosel Baleton and Yelena. Point for Eliza Valdez and the Cool Smashers.
That stops the 3-point run of the crossovers. Gia de Guzman, 3 points, 17 excellent sets in the 4-set win. In game number 1. Yelena. Ella de Jesus is in the game for the first time. Tots Carlos. That's outside again. The blocks are there. You like, if you're Coach Esteban, that they're blocking. There's a challenge here. I believe the call was in.
Yes. I think the call was not over. So for
not over,
yeah,
okay.
not over. So now the Cool Smashers are asking for a block touch in that last sequence.
First challenge of the game. It fell outside.
Yep. But I guess first referee heard too much of the tape from Tots Carlos's hit there.
Our officials, by the way, first referee Giovanni Paolo Vargas. Second referee is Nestor Matematico. Let's see here. That's definitely a block touch.
Usually the block touches that are called for challenges are usually successful.
Yep.
We got powerful hits here at the Reinforced Conference. So every time that there's a hit that touches the net, it's almost always touching the blocker's arms as well.
This is, I believe, replay the point. There's a block. Good save by Laura. Chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Galanza. Yes!
Gemma Galanza getting that point there, but so far there's a little bit of a commotion here on the floor with team captain Valdez and the rest of the coaching staff asking for a point from the last block touch challenge.
Well, they haven't issued it yet. Right now, it's just a 3-point advantage. There's a clarification here of whether or not it's replay the point. So they give it.
Okay.
There it is.
Point awarded.
11-7. Creamline Cool Smashers. Nabor to Baliton. Dug up by De Guzman. Tots Carlos. That's not coming back.
Cuts Carlos, so effective even on the right back position. Even if it's coming from an out of system set, she can definitely adjust really well for her attacks.
Tots Carlos already with 4 points. Good pass there by Yelena. Mylene Paat catches the line.
There you go. We got Spicy P back in the building, going for that cross-court hit. And you can already tell from her approach that she was going to bring the house down in that last spike.
That was the first point for Mylene Paat. And Nabor with an ace. We got a 2-point game.
A little run here for the crossovers.
I stand corrected, it's a 3-point game. That's an overreach called against the crossovers. Coach Esteban wants to talk it over with the first referee, and instead they just issue a challenge, a block touch challenge.
I guess this time they'll review if it was indeed an overreaching violation.
And the coaching staff of CHERY Menezes saying you can't challenge a call that is an overreach with a block touch. That's what they're saying.
On the other hand, Coach Aying Esteban is asking that Yelena actually got to the ball first and legally on her side of the court, so points should be awarded to them.
All right, so our technical committee discussing this.
There's a little bit of a discussion here on the officials' table. Meanwhile, the players are still on the court trying to find that slow-mo replay that they asked for.
Coach Esteban on your screens. The UAAP Season 73 MVP and best blocker. Played for the Philippine Air Force under Coach Jasper Jimenez. They need every point here. They've been trying to catch up so far the entire opening set. And officials, I don't know if they're looking for the footage, or they are discussing whether or not you can challenge an overreach with a block touch. Because I see the video review personnel, and so far they're not searching for any footage here. And now Coach Esteban is discussing with Mylene Paat, who has been conversing with the first referee, trying to sort this thing out. And now Giovanni Vargas, the first referee, trying to call Mylene Paat, give an explanation. And there it is.
In the meantime, Coach Aying still trying to speak with our technical officials, trying to win his case that it's indeed their point.
Tournament Director Tony Liao now on his feet. Just so far observing and seeing how the decision making is being done here.
I mean, for all of you guys to appreciate what's going on here, this game might be the last game for either of the team, or CHERY could be able to extend this series to another game day on Thursday. That's why every point matters.
Ang ina-explain ko, wala sa challenge system. Yung block touch, ang judgment ko ay reach beyond. So hindi siya challenge. Deny yun, sir. Deny. Magkukos kayo ng delay, yung team mo. Kaya bibigyan kayo ng delay sanction. Naiintindihan yung interpretation namin. Okay, please continue.
Okay, so that was pretty clear cut. You can't challenge a call with a different
Yep.
challenge, so to speak. There's a yellow card against the crossovers for delaying the game, because that was quite the delay.
Yes. Definitely quite a delay. Now assistant coaches, even on the side of the
Yeah.
crossovers, trying to argue that last point.
Because the call, again, in case you just open your TV sets, the call was on overreach, and you can't challenge an overreach with a block touch.
Correct. That's right.
It's just not how the way the challenges work.
It's basically like getting the in or out challenge card.
Right.
For the block touch.
That's right. It's not 1+1 kind of thing.
Right.
But Coach Clarence Esteban still trying to work the technical committee here. And this is already quite a delay now. Our score is 12-9 opening set. Best of 3 battle for 3rd place between two teams who once figured in the finals of the Open Conference. Was in Ilocos,
Yes.
where the crossovers won the championship. They still had Dindin Manabat Santiago back then, and Jaja Santiago as well.
That's right. So quite a bit of history here
Yeah.
between the two teams. And some of these girls also were once teammates for the national team,
That's
as we
right.
saw earlier. Friendly fire feature between Gia Morado de Guzman and Maylene Paat.
Coach Meneses and the staff of the Cool Smashers asking if they can continue now and get on with the serve. First referee, meantime, talking to the technical committee, and if he can blow the whistle and get this first set continued. All right, another talk with Maylene Paat. We'll try and listen in.
Sabihin mo sa coach mo, hindi siya rin naintindihan mo. Sabihin mo. Reach beyond the net ang tawag, hindi black touch.
Kaya nga, ang question mo yung ref, if bakit mo kami yellow card, yung
Dahil
management.
challenge kayo ng wala.
Kaya nga po, hindi rin namin alam.
So you have to reserve your protest
Pero
dun
yung
sa
challenge po namin is black card. That's
wala nga. Ano ba ang
Yun nga po yung ano, kaya nga po yung inaano nila doon.
ano ang signal ko?
Kaya nga po yung ina-argue nila doon. Pero bakit ang tanong po is bakit mo kami alas bibigyan ng yellow card?
O yung ano ba ang gusto ng management? Ano ang gusto?
Sa management po sila na ano.
Yes, kung ano ang gusto ng management. Okay, that's it.
Okay, I believe the issue is Maylene Paat saying why they didn't deserve the yellow
Yellow
card
card.
because they didn't know that they shouldn't challenge
Right.
a call with a different
Well,
challenge.
I guess the bigger picture is the yellow card is for delaying the match,
Yeah.
trying to argue their case for too long that caused the delay. I mean, as in life, ignorance is not an excuse. And right now, the first referee call stays. It's an overreaching violation, not a block touch, not over call that would be sanctioned by that challenge card.
All right, so
Play goes on.
finally we're off. 13-9. That point won by the Cool Smashers. There's a dig by Laure. Maylene Paat. Jesus with a dig. Valdez again. This time drops it. What a save by Buding Durendes and the ball. Panaga. Blocked by Maylene Paat. Valdez goes up. Blocked this time by the duo of Siglievich and Paniton, and they score the point.
A bit of a campfire there on the side of CREAMLINE. Everybody was there, but nobody took on the responsibility of getting that second ball after Ella Valdez covered the block ball.
They're all waiting for the Guzman, who was the furthest from the ball that time. Panaga. Sevirovic with coverage. Here comes Laure. Blocked by Panaga.
Bounce Panaga always getting up in the air with the perfect timing there. Another point for the Cool Smashers.
First block touch or kill block for Panaga. Her second point of the opening set. 4-point advantage. 14 serving 10. Nabor goes to Paat. Saved by Galanza. Carlos blocked. Domingo. Here comes the Guzman. Saves it. Nabor goes to Laure. Block. Nabor was right there. Baliton sets it up. Laure again. Cut shot. Beautiful angle for EJ Laure.
What a rally. EJ Laure offering that super sharp angle there. Eliza was ready for that drop shot right in front of her. Did not anticipate that one to go over her shoulders and behind her.
That was the first point of EJ Laure. Baliton with a sharp serve. Tots Carlos. There's a gap between the blockers and Carlos exploited it.
Tots Carlos making sure they got shorter rallies to play.
Take a look at that huge gap between Laure and Carandang. Easy kill for Tots Carlos, who's serving now 15-11. Underhand set for Nabor. Maylene Paat attacks. That's dug up by Carlos. Valdez. Way wide.
A little too wide also from G as a set.
3-point game as Alina Bicard checks in, along with Dindin Santiago Manabat. Bicard with 1 point, 9 excellent sets in game number 1. Dindin Manabat, 3 points, and only played in 1 set in that 4-set loss. There's Domingo using the left hand. Laure, blocked by Seth Domingo.
Nobody to cover EJ's block ball there on the side of crossovers. Now we go on our second technical timeout.
Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. 16-12, 4-point advantage for the Cool Smashers in the opening set of this battle for third place. Cool Smashers leading 1-0. And right now, Tots Carlos, top scorer for the Cool Smashers with 5. Valdez with 4. And Sevirovic, Nabor lead the crossovers with 2 each. Galanza trying to go down the line is just long.
Gemma Galanza, one of her 4th shots there, facing the cross court and following through, finishing it with a down the line hit.
Ball was called out, so there's the challenge card here by the Cool Smashers. So far they're 1 for 1 in their challenges. They still have 2 remaining, so might as well use it here.
Maybe we're already at the tail end of set number 1. There's a little bit of a room to use the challenge systems here.
Meantime, I believe the crossovers still also have 2 challenges remaining. Their initial challenge was denied because they couldn't use it on a different call. So if this is successful, it's going to be a 5-point lead now for the Cool Smashers. It's in by a hair.
Definitely in. I guess it also comes into play how hard you hit the ball, how squished it is when it lands. More area for the ball to touch the line there.
5-point advantage for the Cool Smashers. Challenge successful. Both teams still with two challenges remaining. Laure attacking. Dug up by Carlos. Set Domingo. Yes.
Set Domingo has been so connected with Gia these past conferences. Very effective middle blocker and was able to get the MVP award as well in the last conference.
Gawan nyo ng paraan, gawan nyo ng igalaw-galaw nyo yung bola, hindi pwedeng diretso lang kasi talagang nang depensa ang tibay eh. Okay? Ngayon, receive tayo ng maganda, kombinasyon ng maganda, tapos atake tayo ng malakas. Lakas tayo na atake nyo, ibigay nyo na lahat.
Ilaban lang natin ha. CHERY!
2 straight points for the Cool Smashers, and now the crossovers down by 6, and that's the last time out for Coach Esteban here in set number 1. That's why he's saying ilabas nyo na lahat. Not in the lineup today. Lori Bernardo, Mandapan, and Pao Soriano.
Nice serve there.
Here's Manabat. Block. Saved by Karandang. Not good enough. And the run continues. 3 unanswered points for the Cool Smashers, and they have a 7-point lead.
A lot of successful block points here for the Cool Smashers. Again, the crossovers need to up their coverage so far here in set number 1.
Valdez with 4 points. Gets a service ace. 5 points now for Valdez, and the lead is 8.
Definitely happy with that service ace there. Now 5 points away from closing out set number 1.
Another good serve. Buding Duremdes with a bad pass there. That is on the line for EJ Laure. Off-system play, making something out of nothing.
EJ Laure putting a stop to that 5-0 run by the Cool Smashers. Crossovers a little bit tight here. Set number 1, their body language is definitely speaking volumes after that delay.
That's outside, clearly. 2 points for EJ Laure, 1 service error. Coach Esteban, obviously, I mean, you can tell from his face, deeply disappointed at this opening set. Rose Vargas seeing action for the first time, did not play in game number 1. Nice serve. But a good receive as well there from Buding Duremdes. Back row attack from Laure. Ooh, they let it go. It's right in between Domingo and Valdez.
Little bit of a miscommunication there in zone number 5. Usually successful back row attacks would always land on either corners. Always go for the seams.
And Vargas making an impact right away.
Everybody on the side of the Cool Smashers on the bench, on the floor, cheering for their teammate. Getting her first point here in the second game for the battle for the bronze.
Not a good pass there from Laure. Chance ball for the Cool Smashers, but everybody just a step too slow that time.
crossovers getting a couple of points off of the miscommunications on the side of the Cool Smashers.
Still a 7-point lead though for the Cool Smashers. Vargas is blocked. Atienza sets it up for Carlos, punches it through the double block, and Maylin Pad throws it away.
Maylin Pad got a little too excited, a little too impatient there that last sequence, trying to put the ball away after that block touch. Good intention though, just a little too wide for that execution.
Back to an 8-point lead. Vargas is serving. 29-year-old out of Olongapo, former Lady Tamarao, was recruited by the late Nespa Milar. There's a push by Savijevic. She was blocked. Chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Here comes Phil Cayetano.
Yes!
Catches the line. Yes!
Phil finds that corner pocket. Nobody there for the crossovers to pick it up.
And you've got to be happy for Phil Cayetano. After her struggles the past couple of games, I mean, for her to get her groove here.
Yep.
This is 9 set points for the Cool Smashers. Nabor. Dump attempt. Nope. That is 4 touches against the crossovers. It's been that kind of set for CHERY here in the first. Has got 3 errors and very few conversions. No player with more than 3 points for them, and they lose by 10 in the opening set.
Connection.
Bad against 2 blockers. Yes! Mighty bad. Oh!
Ate Maylin and I got really close when we were teammates in the national team. That time, second stringer kami. So every time na papasok kami, mag-uusap kami. We would always confide in each other and tell each other how we feel. Oh, Ate May, galingan natin ha. O Gia, ano ha? Push natin to ha. Masigitan pa yung kung ano piniperform ng first 6 natin. Ganun. And every time na ipapasok kami, yun na nga, nagkakaroon kami ng connection. Sabi ko, shucks, ang sarap paluin ng mga set niya. Sabi ko ganyan. Grabe talaga si Gia. Grabe niya i-connect yung sarili niya sa mga spikers. Yung tipong sasabihin niya sa akin, ate mataas ba? Ate mababa ba? Ate, ano, akin, sorry. Pagsasorry siya na, sorry ate, akin, gagawin siya. Tapos, ano ka ba? Ang ganda-ganda na set mo. Si Ate Maylin kasi, I know her as one of the most competitive people here in the tournament. She had a lot of experience also when she played as an import internationally. So I wasn't surprised na she hugged me after the game, but it was a good talk also between us. Actually, sobrang na-miss ko lang talaga siya. Na-miss ko siya i-hug. Yung normal naming ginagawa. Gia, sobrang namimiss ko na yung set mo. Pero sa ngayon, papalo muna ako para sa CHERY TIGGO crossovers.
Ate Maylene, alam ko kung gaano ka-hardworking sa loob ng court and gaano ka-competitive, pero goes the same for us. Pinaghahandaan namin kayo ng mabuti. So, kita-kita tayo mamaya.
Well, friends off the court, bitter rivals on the court. Right now, Maylene Baat and the crossovers need to shrug off all the bad juju from the first set. They lost by 10, 25-15, and try to bounce back here in set number 2. 1-2 play for Alina Picar. Carlos
just successful in every ball that she touches. Parang ginto.
Yeah. Carlos now with 7 points, leading the way for the Cool Smashers. 1-0. Second set. Good serve. Yelena Sivijevic. Atienza with the dig. Plus Carlos again. Blocked this time. Good offense, better defense by the crossovers.
Yelena was there. Good to anticipate and good timing there. Kayla Atienza was there for coverage, but not enough to put the ball back up into play.
Sivijevic didn't get any blocks in game number 1. Panaga with a dump. Yes!
Again, I guess one of the bigger, or one of the edges here that the Cool Smashers have is that they always have their middles as their first option. That's why, you know, we got 5 or 6 other athletes on the court for the girls in pink who would always score double digits.
Oh, my God. An open block, and she put it away. And you can see there's a different vibe coming off Maylene Baat today. I mean, not that many smiles, although she's jumping around with Tots Carlos. But looks like she has her game face on today.
Still getting some of that bad juju from that last bad call, that bad delay in set number 1.
But they get a service ace here off Yelena Sivijevic. There is a challenge, though. Coach Meneses and his staff are feeling lucky today. So far, they're 2 for 2. They're challenging a foot fault on the serve. Wow, okay. This is a first. Usually the foot fault is on the attack line, and this is the first time we're seeing a challenge on the foot fault serve.
I mean, that's a bonus for the Cool Smashers having 4 other coaches manning these things for Coach Sherwin Meneses.
First time we're going to get to see the baseline camera in action. One of 23 cameras here. We usually use the net cameras. We'll see this if they catch the foot of Sivijevic step on the line as she served. That was in, by the way, so that would have been an ace, or is an ace currently. That's the call. And let's see if that's going to get overturned by the challenge. Third challenge made by the Cool Smashers. So far, they're 2 for 2.
Here we go.
No.
It was really, really close, though. But challenge unsuccessful here for the Cool Smashers. So Yelena and the rest of the crossovers get that point. Service ace.
Those size 9s did not step on the line. 1 point game. Back-to-back aces for Sivijevic as we check in with Sam Corrales.
Yes, Maylene Baat is not feeling 100% today as she is recovering from a non-COVID related illness. Now, I got to speak to her in the dugout and she told me that she was actually out for 3 days and was only able to see action with the team in yesterday's practice. Now, despite what she is feeling, ilalaban talaga niya today, and you know, the panel was talking about her game face. It is definitely on, and that is what we saw from her in that heated first set. upset given the yellow card. On another note, I asked Mylene about the heart and effort she's been putting out this conference. She said she's proud to be able to pick up this team from the bottom of the rankings all the way up here in the Final Four. And speaking of effort, kailangan pa raw nila isa puso ang laro today para maabot nila ang panalo to keep their bronze medal hopes alive. Back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Sam. Great save, number one by Bia Sarmiento, who just came in, replacing Domingo Remdes, and then EJ Lare with a kill.
EJ Lare with that 5th point for the crossovers. Now seeing some action. Set number 2, they're up 5-3.
First time we see the crossovers on top. Another service ace. This is the 3rd service ace for the crossovers in the 2nd set.
That's their 3rd ace for set number 2 so far. CHERY TIGGO looking a little bit aggressive here in set number 2.
They had 7 aces in game number 1. Baliton, that's into the net though. Service error. And they still have the advantage here. Leading by 2. But going back to that report by Sam, it's been an up and down roller coaster ride here for the crossovers. They were champions in the Open Conference in 2021, and then they landed in 8th place in the recent one. And now they're starting to come back. Mylene Pat, that's going to be her 4th point, 2nd here in set number 2.
Nice decision there by Alina Vicar, finding Mylene Pat behind her. And Mylene Pat showing a little bit of a smile this time around.
Valdez, that is on the line. 6 points for Eliza Valdez. And it's a 2-point game again.
Now serving Eliza Valdez.
Sarmiento, not a good pass. That's going to be an ace for Valdez. That's her 2nd ace.
Eliza Valdez, one of the more reliable servers in the league. As we see Sir Jonathan Nang, head of the Rubisco company here, supporting the ladies in pink, wearing pink as well.
Domingo, yes! And just like that, the lead of the crossovers has been erased. We're tied at 7. Set Domingo with her 3rd point. Good pass this time. Vicar sets it up. Here comes Laure. Yes!
EJ Laure making it short for the defenders of the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. Now we head on to the first technical timeout.
Back inside the Phil Sports Arena for day number 2 of the finals. Follow my team, Gilas Pilipinas. Watch and support Gilas Pilipinas live in the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023. Follow my team Pass Philippines is now available to give you access to all 5 Gilas Pilipinas games in the preliminary round. Purchase your tickets via register.worldcup.basketball #win4all. We were tied at 7. The crossovers send us to our first technical timeout for the first time in game number 2. Must-win situation here for CHERY as they are down 1 match to nothing. Gemma Galanza with a kill.
Gemma Galanza getting over her blocker. Trying to take that opportunity. Or maybe around her blocker. Jeez. Really narrow path there for her attack. Getting the point for the Cool Smashers.
Galanza with 5 already. She's coming off a 10-point performance. That's on the line. A service ace for Seth Domingo. Her first rematch.
Seth Domingo asking her coaches if the ball landed far from the end line. Maybe she could adjust this time around.
I was right on the line, so I'm sure the coaching staff said, try and do it again. 4 points already for Seth Domingo after not playing in game number 1. There's a good kill from Zach Carandang. It's been a long time coming. Just the first point for Carandang. Zach Carandang coming off a 6-point, 2-block performance in game number 1. 9-all. Good pass. Galanza off a combination play. Maylene Paat with a save over received. A block by Baliton. Kayla Tienza keeping it alive and a chance ball for the crossovers. Picar sets it up. Yelena Sevijevic. Galanza with the dig. Galanza with a hit. And she fires the unmanned spot right in the back.
She saves the ball and ends the rally as well. Eliza Valdez finding Gemma Galanza once again. An out-of-system set there. Looping it all the way to the backcourt. Nobody on the side of the crossovers to pick that up.
6 points now for Gemma Galanza. And again, Z, it's that trend of the key players of the Cool Smashers getting up and scoring as Sevijevic gets her 6th point of the game. Valdez with 7, Carlos with 8, Galanza with 6.
I mean, ball distribution is pretty much equal here on the side of the Cool Smashers. They have that capacity, that cushion to whoever they give the ball to can definitely produce a lot of numbers here.
A dig by Laure. Picar goes to Sevijevic. There's a block by Galanza, picked up by Durandes. Back set, Maylene Paat, cross court. Carlos down the line. That's outside.
That's Carlos asking her coaches to maybe get a challenge,
And
maybe
they
a
will.
block touch here.
They will.
And they will.
This is the last challenge for the Cool Smashers. Remember, they lost the footfall challenge. You're only allowed 2 unsuccessful challenges per set.
Okay. This time, Tots Carlos asking for it.
It's pretty early, but Coach Meneses opting to use his final challenge. Did you see anything?
Sobrang bilis ng bola.
Bilis, ano?
But, I mean, from the previous matches, you can really tell that Tots can squeeze in her attacks between the antenna and her blocker's arms.
Yeah. And it was Tots
Just
telling.
enough clearance, too.
Yeah. And she was the one telling the coaching staff. She feels there was, and usually it's the hitter. You know if there was somebody touched your ball, right?
It's the intuition that you develop over time. That slight sound that you can definitely see. There was a check ball. It hit the net.
All right, we'll see if Tots and the coaching staff are right. There was a block touch from the crossovers. Tots Carlos top scoring right now for the crossover Cool Smashers with 8. Valdez 7, Galanza with 6. Meantime, Sevijevic leading the way with 6. Laure with 5, Paat with 4. 10 all here in set number 2. Crossovers losing by 10, 25-15 in the first set. And they're also down a match after losing game number 1. So if the Cool Smashers win today, they will finish third.
Here we go. Ooh.
No block touch.
Just a little space between the ball and the blocker.
So the Cool Smashers, no more challenges remaining. You can see there, no more CEC, the double C's being challenged. So the Crossovers, meantime, still have 2.
Coach Sherwin and the rest of the coaching staff doesn't seem phased about that. It's fine. We'll just make sure we get clean points. Like this one.
Like that.
Like this one.
Who needs a challenge when you've got a player who can hit like that, right? 9 points now for Dos Carlos, coming off a 19-point performance.
Not just one player at that as well, Eric. Again, Dos Carlos trying to squeeze in her attack. Hit it down the line.
11-all. Not a good pass there for Laure. Seviovic is blocked. Mylene Paat with coverage. Mylene Paat will get it back. Valdez. Carlos. Blocked. That was a little too close to the net. This time Valdez on the other side. Valdez cross court. Dug up by Buding Durendes. Battle at the net. Carlos. Off speed. Yes!
Dos Carlos with variation of her attacks here. Going for the off speed, going for the powerful hits. Either way, she gets the point.
First player in double digits, Dos Carlos with 10. And she has put the Cool Smashers on top by 1, 12-11. Vicar back to Seviovic. That's gone.
Yelena getting some of the action and points here in game number 2. Getting more minutes as well.
Seviovic now with 7. Remember, she only got 9 points in game number 1. So much better outing here for Yelena. Dos Carlos, difficult set there for De Guzman. Buding Durendes trying to score on the first ball. There's a block against Valdez. Galanza will chase it down. And a chance ball for the Crossovers. Go in the middle. Bariton, that's dug up by Galanza. And it is De Guzman scoring on the 1-2 play.
Gia Morado de Guzman showing everybody how it's done. But what a save there. What a hustle on the floor defense on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Gemma Galanza, Kayla Atienza sacrificing their bodies to keep the ball up.
A 1-point game. 13 serving 12. Bangs Panaga. That's an over receive. Eliza Valdez putting it away. Valdez with 8.
Early gift here. Early Christmas gift, I guess. Since it's the holidays now, Eliza Valdez getting that opportunity, making the most out of it. Ooh.
Service ace for Bangs Panaga. And now she has 5.
Creamline now with a 3-0 run here, set number 2. It was just a couple of exchanges early on before this 3-0 run, but so far Creamline taking control of this set. Ooh.
1 ace and 1 error on the serve for Bangs Panaga, who will go sit down. As Yellow Basa has not seen action in the finals of the Reinforced Conference.
Number 10, plays on out. Number 15, Rachel Roldan.
And Rachel Roldan, who played libero in their last game, is back as service specialist for the Crossovers. 2-point game. De Guzman sets it up. Here's Valdez. Good coverage by Seth Domingo. Carlos. Dug up by Roldan. Vicar to Carandang. Atienza with the dig. Here comes Valdez on the other side. What a block by Mylene Paat.
Mylene Paat this time successful on her block attempt, shutting down Eliza Valdez in that last sequence.
5 points now for Mylene Paat. That's her first kill block. Valdez in the middle. Ooh, off the shoulder of Vicar. Dos Carlos unable to put it away. Here comes Carandang. and she gets the kill.
CHERY TIGGO did not stop in that rally. Alina Picar once again popping that up with her shoulder, but not stopping in that last sequence. And Zakarandang ending that rally.
Carandang with her second point. All of her points have come here in the second set. We're tied at 15 on a 2-0 run here by the crossovers. Carlos, cross court, dug up by Savijevic. Carandang unable to get it back in play. And the Cool Smashers will send us to our second technical timeout. They're up by 1, 16-15 here in set number 2. The biggest basketball event in 2023 is coming to the Philippines. Purchase your FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 Ultimate Finals Fan Pass and get access to the much-anticipated FIBA World Cup 2023 Championship game along with a battle for third place, semifinals, and quarterfinal games. Visit register.worldcup.basketball for more details. Hashtag #WinForAll. Slim 1-point advantage here for the Cool Smashers over the crossovers. Set number 2, they won set number 1 by 10-25-15 as Kyle Negrito and Michelle Gumaba will check in for the Cool Smashers.
We got a double substitution here. And earlier I wanted to highlight the interview with Maylene Pat and Gia Morado de Guzman, that it really seems that there's always a connection between the opposite and the setters every time there's a double substitution. I remember in the game 1 of this series, it was Kyle Negrito always making sure Michelle Gumaba, just like this, will get a lot of touches. And eventually Michelle Gumaba with double-digit at the end of the 4-setter match.
11 points for Gumaba, all coming off the bench as Maylene Pat clips the back line.
Maylene Pat warming up, or actually warmed up already here in set number 2, in game number 2 of the Battle for Bronze.
She has 6 points in total, 4 coming here in set number 2. One-handed set there for Negrito to her former teammate. Set Domingo with the kill.
Some Tamaraw connection here. Interestingly enough, on the other side of the court, there are 2 Tamaraws playing as well, Buding Duremdes and Zakarandang. Meanwhile, the Creamline squad, we still got Kyle Atienza and Rose Vargas.
Duremdes. That's a little low for Zakarandang. A chance ball here for the Cool Smashers. Garanza with the tip. Laura was right there. Bicar goes to the back row. Savijevic. Gumabao coming off an 11-point performance. Picks up where she left off.
Michelle Gumabao, very effective on that right side. Always opting a lot of variations also with her hits. Going down the line, cross court. Always with a powerful arm behind every spike.
First time out here for the crossovers. We'll listen in to Coach Esteban.
Nasa harapan. Dalawa kayo. O i-play trim mo. I-ready mo yung backline mo sa dalawa. Okay, isa, sipagan mo yung takbo. Ganyan takbo. Hindi pwede madidilig eh. Tapos pagka ano, i-deep cross mo kung ano. Laki nakatapat doon. Ready kayo sa backline. One good pass guys. One good pass.
Ready!
Well, Coach Esteban does not want this to slip away from his hands. Calls a timeout. Just his first. They're down by 2. Crucial second set that they must recover. in order to avoid getting down 2-0.
Still serving for the Cool Smashers, Alyssa Valdez.
And let's remember, in their first meeting, game number 1, they split the first 2 sets. So they want to do it again here. That service on the line, Valdez gets an ace.
Service ace once again for the Phenom, Alyssa Valdez, pushing her team towards another win here, set number 2. Finding the line at that one as well.
Third ace for Valdez, 2 here in the second set. Oh, she gets one again. 4 aces in total for Alyssa Valdez. 10 points already. 2 players in double digits for the Cool Smashers. Carlos with 11 and Valdez with 10. 6 of the 10 of Alyssa coming here in set number 2. Laure. Negrito will set it up. Goes to Galanza. Almost a good save, but not over. And Galanza, this is a huge run for the Cool Smashers, forcing Coach Esteban to burn his second timeout.
Let's watch that last sequence once again. Good scramble there on the side of the crossovers, but was not able to finish and follow through with that save.
Gawa niya ng paraan para makaka-atake tayo ng maganda. Okay, Alina. Pag ano,
All right,
gandaan
our
mo na.
hashtag
Atake niyo ng
PVL
malakas.
asks from Danny Ravenna, will CHERY TIGGO end the season with a photo finish or tatapusin na ba ng CREAMLINE? They got some of your replies here from Bernard. CREAMLINE Cool Smashers will definitely end the series today and the way they played in game 1. Plus, they can also play without their import, but they want to finish the conference on a podium finish despite failing to enter the finals.
Another tweet here. Feeling ko tatapusin na ng CREAMLINE kung hindi magkakaroon ng maayos na game ang TIGGO. Like, walang composure and resilience, but I'm still rooting for the comeback of TIGGO. I guess it really depends on them and how they will steer this match, this series towards in their benefit. Another tweet here, both are champion teams, but I think gigil na tapusin ng CREAMLINE Cool Smashers ang battle for bronze, knowing that they were not able to fight for gold. But I believe CHERY TIGGO will also give their best to extend this matchup.
Galanza with the point off the block. Back to a 5-point advantage here for the Cool Smashers. Galanza scoring her 8th point. 4% for Gemma Galanza so far. Set Domingo with 5. 3 here in the second set. And she has 1 ace already.
Said Domingo, meanwhile, with 5 points so far. Pass Panaga. Pumuntos na, nagpatukan pa. Bangs Panaga being really aggressive at the net here. Taking her squad closer to the finish line here in set number 2 with a 6-0 Brand, Eric.
5 points now for Panaga as a service error. The first one, yep, for San Domingo. Coach Sherwin Meneses on the screens.
18-23, now
Rosel Baliton. 2 points after a 10-point performance in game number 1. Grito to Panaga. Dug up by Paat. Here's Yelena Sivievich. Off the block, she scores.
Yelena, super successful in most of her attack points made on that left side. Trying to power through her blockers. This time Gumabaw had great timing, but Yelena making use of her arms to get the point.
Gumabaw fires one in. 2nd point for Michelle Gumabaw off the bench, and it is 5 set points here for the Cool Smashers.
We got double substitutions back in again. Oh, Michelle Gumabaw's sister live and present here at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig to cheer for Ate. Nice serve.
Gonna be a chance ball here. Cool Smashers, can they close it out? Tots Carlos. Pancake saved by Sarmiento. Over received. De Guzman picking it up. Tots Carlos once again. Yes! Tots Carlos delivers.
Tots Carlos ending set number 2. This time with no delays. So far, Tots Carlos leading the charge here for the Cool Smashers.
Tots Carlos, her 12th point of the game, 11 attacks, 3 players in double digits for the Cool Smashers. And they are up 2 sets to nothing against the Crossovers. For the 3rd set, but will it be the final one for the Crossovers as they find themselves down 2 sets to nothing in game number 2 of this battle for 3rd place after losing the first game. Let's take a look at highlights of set number 2.
Set number 2, we got more of a Mylene Pat action there and more minutes for Yelena. The Crossovers definitely up their game a little bit more and with no delays this time in set number 2, but Tots Carlos and the rest of the Cargo Movers were just in tip-top shape. Everybody contributing in terms of attack. Even Michelle Gumabao just playing a couple of minutes there with a double substitution with Kyle Negrito. Everybody performing at their peak, at their prime as we check out the set 2 statistics. We got 25-19 in favor of the Creamline Cool Smashers. Outnumbering in terms of attack points, 90-11, but with block points, CHERY TIGGO gets 2-0. And aces in the meantime. On the other hand, we got 5-3 in favor of Creamline, and opponent errors a little bit more for coming from the side of the Cool Smashers, 3-1.
Well, in game number 1, both teams had 20 errors each. Set number 3 is underway. No player in double digits for the Crossovers. There is the first point of the 3rd set from Gemma Galanza, who now has 9.
We got a full and stacked front line here for the Cool Smashers. Got 3 spikers. Gia Morado, De Guzman can opt to set anybody there, including the back row too. Everybody being reliable in terms of attack here for the Cool Smashers.
Jaya Atienza is in the starting lineup here in set number 3 for the Crossovers. Mylene Pat with a push. That's blocked and dunked by Panaga in one swift move.
Hans Panaga again. Definitely a solid and stable force here at the net. Perfect timing, perfect positioning. Definitely one of the better middle blockers here in the league.
A 2-time best blocker in college. Hans Panaga. Paat gets it through this time. Maylene Paat with 7.
Maylene Paat this time powering through her blockers. Definitely getting more spicy attacks here from Mama P, or Spicy P rather.
Picar to the middle, Jaya Tienza. Tots Carlos down the line, and Durandes unable to handle the heat.
Tots Carlos again going down the line, this time with a powerful hit. Such a versatile attacker, can really opt to bring the ball anywhere, even if, you know, she's facing one way and putting it down the other.
Service out for Paas Panaga this time. That's going to be her second service error. Let's check in with Sam Corrales.
Rose Baliton checked in with CHERY TIGGO and made sure that she made her services useful for the team in Game 1. And in fact, her goal is always to contribute points by focusing on her blocking. Now, she said she was able to perform well because her teammates reminded her to have faith in what she can do. In fact, she gets inspiration from team captain Maylene Paat and their setters. Lagi daw nila kasi sinasabi, kailangan mong maniwala at bibigyan ka namin ng bola. And that's exactly what CHERY TIGGO needs to do to stop CREAMLINE from cruising their way to possibly a bronze. Have faith and not be carried away by fear. Back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Sam. Rose Baliton so far 2 points after a 10-point performance in game number 1, and she is not on the floor. She's not starting here in the third set. She will be coming off the bench as Jaya Tienza will be part of the starting lineup here. 1-point game, 3 serving 4. Maylene Paat, 7 points. No aces yet.
There you go. Gia Morada de Guzman making sure she ends things quickly, taking matters in her own hands, literally, this time. I remember there was, in the last game, the PVL ask was, who will get more dunks? Was it gonna be Nabor or Gia? So this time it's gonna be the liberos on the spotlight. But so far, Gia Morada de Guzman already has a couple under her belt.
Said Domingo with a kill. Domingo with 6 already, and it's a 3-point game.
Getting that elevation, that height on top of the ball. Ooh, nice serve.
Picar sends it to the other side. Laura is blocked by Domingo. She tries again. Dug up by Valdez. Galanza. Sevievich with a pass. Picar to the middle. Carandang gets it to crawl over the net cord. Back row attack. Single lady blocked by Carandang. Another try. Open block there for Tots Carlos. Over receive. Said Domingo unable to get the kill, but a save by Eliza Valdez. Oh, Valdez is down.
Replay the point.
Oh no.
Eliza is down and she's hurt.
She hustled to get that ball.
Yeah, she fell hard. I heard the thud from where we're sitting. Let's hope she's okay.
Hope it's just the impact from the floor and nothing else. But she seems like she's really in pain.
She's clutching her knee, it seems, her right knee. She's getting helped up. Let's take another look here. Great effort on the part of Eliza Valdez. Oh, but she's getting carried off the playing court. That's not a good sign. Let's hope she's going to be okay, but she's really in pain. Again, we wish her a speedy recovery, Eliza Valdez. No matter the level of intensity, you never want to see a player get hurt.
Yep. All we always wish for and hope for here is for everybody to stay healthy.
Yeah. So Rose Vargas will come in for Eliza Valdez, who's going to get looked at here by the trainers. Again, we hope she's okay. And she had to be carried off the court after that last sequence. 3-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Vargas with a point, coming off the bench. Vicar. That was set behind Karangan and an easy block for Gemma Galanza. Now 10 points for Galanza.
7-3.
Despite not having Eliza Valdez on the floor, the Cool Smashers attempting to pull away here. They will get an ace.
Rose Vargas getting an ace here. Unfazed with the situation that they're in right now.
There's a 5-point lead for the Cool Smashers. They send us to our first technical timeout here in set number 3. '23, sign up for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 Volunteers Program by visiting the LOC Volunteers registration website or scan the QR code. Build the game with us and see you in August 2023. 5-point lead for the Cool Smashers, 8-3 in the third set. We revisit our V-reel with St. Domingo clutching her baby golden retriever.
Some warm cuddles, especially during the holidays.
Laure gets it off the net cord. Dug up by Vargas. Here comes Galanza. Paat. Vicar passes. Laure again. De Jesus was right there. 1-2 play for De Guzman. Laure. Cross court over received by De Jesus. Laure again, single blocker. Back set, back row. Pots Carlos unable to get the kill. Karangan.
Oh,
De Jesus with a save, but nobody behind her for the second touch.
De Jesus with crucial touches there in that last sequence. Little miscue there between her and Rose Vargas. I mean, what a way to always go after the ball. Point for the crossovers.
4-point game. Must win set number 3 for the crossovers. Stay alive in this battle for bronze. Carlos, back row. What a dig there for Paat. Karandang. Saved by Carlos. Chance ball here for the crossovers. They go back to Zach Karandang, who missed time the set. What happened with that blade, Z?
A little miscommunication there between Zach Karandang and Nina Vicar. They tried to talk things through, ask for the play that she wanted in that last sequence.
Back to a 5-point lead for the Cool Smashers, 9 serving 4. Said Domingo already has 1 ace. Svijovic. Galanza with a full head of steam, and she scores her 11th point.
Gemma Galanza finding that space beside Zach Karandang, pushing it through, getting the point.
Six-point game. Ten serving 4, third set. Oh, another great serve there for St. Domingo. Chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Panaga Saved by Buding Duremdes. Sivievich blocked by Panaga. Yelena tries again. Off the block this time. Oh, what a save by De Guzman. Sivievich, third try. It's on the line.
What a hustle by Tots Carlos and Gia Morado de Guzman, but Yelena wasn't having it, making sure she gets a clean hit and the point.
Take a look at this though. Quick reflexes. But Sivievich now with her 9th point. Ties her output in game number 1. Panaga from the middle, yes.
Jeanette Panaga, full steam ahead, producing points, attack-wise and block-wise. Definitely a stable force there, front line.
A rare service error for De Guzman, who's one of the steadiest servers in the tournament. Cool Smashers in full control of this match. Carlos blocked by Paat, battle at the net, won by Tots Carlos.
Tots Carlos just managing to push that ball over to the other side of the court and getting the point. Oh, first referee asking for the team captain. Right now, Gia Morado de Guzman stepping up to that role as Eliza Valdez still out.
So, wait a minute, the last point given to the crossovers, that little battle at the net between Atienza and Tots Carlos. So that was an error on the part of Tots Carlos, maybe an overreach. One-handed set there for De Guzman, a push by Galanza. Buding Duremdes sets it up for Paat. Paat against 2 blockers, Carlos keeping it alive. Carlos will get it back. Paat this time with a block and the push. Panaga. Laure picking it up. Yelena overhits the mark, that's outside.
Overcooking this time around.
What is up, Sam Corrales?
Well, unfortunately, we saw Eliza Valdez fall hard on the floor, and right now, team officials are treating her right knee. Now, on the sidelines, I could hear Eliza really saying she is confused as to what happened dahil natatakot siya kasi narinig niyang tumunod ang kanyang tuhod. Now, she was asking Coach Mark, their SNC, and he says, as she was diving for the ball, she was way too fast, and so the knee touched the floor. Now, I got to speak to the PVL team doctor who ruled it out as an early minimal bone contusion. It's something that is not as serious, but as of now, it is unsure if Eliza will get to return. But more than that, we do hope that she recovers and stays healthy for the rest of the year. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Sam.
I hope it is just a contusion,
That's
nothing
right.
more.
There's a block by Medin Paat on Rose Vargas. First timeout of the match for Coach Menezes as his lead is down to 3.
Outside mo na. Wala ka ng dos. Puro dito. Powerin mo lang. Sa receive mo na ulit. Tapo ko sa receive. Ha? Tapo ko. Sa amin ha.
Taros, nasa unahin mo muna yung first ball. Tapos siya ka din pa. Okay, go, go, go. Go, guys, first attack!
Hey, CREAMLINE!
Okay. High ball kay Rosa, high ball.
Cool Smashers losing a little bit of steam midway through the 3rd set. Mitch Morente on your screens.
Sitting beside Claudine Barreto.
Still serving for CHERY,
A lot of people came out to watch this series on a Tuesday evening, no less.
Carlos, that's dug up by Duremdes, but it's what an effort there by EJ Laure. And also Picar getting it across the net. Carlos from the middle, over-received by Duremdes. 2 great defensive sequences by the crossovers. Picar back to Laure. Laure rejected, but It goes outside. What a shift from defense to offense for the crossovers.
EJ Laure running down the court to make sure the ball is alive, and this time making sure they get the point. She ends the rally. CHERY TIGGO 2 points down now.
What an effort by EJ Laure. She must have ran a little 3K right there. But a service error by Yelena Sievich. That's her second, make that first service error. Coach Collins is there, and his team is right there. They're within striking distance.
Serving for the Cool Smashers, Janet Pandaga.
Bicar to Maylene Baat. Picked up by Carlos. Vargas against two blockers into the net.
Good intention there by Rose Vargas, trying to go cross-court, but a little too short on that height.
And she's telling Coach Vanessa Isabel. Try to get that back. Rachel Roldan is back in the game.
11-13, now serving for CHERY TIGGO, Rachel Roldan.
She was a former libero for the Philippine under-23 team. Said Domingo will score.
Said Domingo, always the first option here for the Cool Smashers. Has been really effective for their first ball kill. Now we got a double substitution. Again, Kyle Negrito and Michelle Gumabao stepping in the court this time.
14-11. Now serving
Michelle Gumabao with 2 points. Scored in the second set. And it's a 3-point advantage right now for the Cool Smashers. Over received. Vargas. Cross court, Buding Durandez over received as well. Vargas will try again. She's blocked. In the middle. There's a kill by Sen Domingo.
Sen Domingo once again. I mean, Eric, did you see the height of that approach? Look at her. Not only was it high, but she was floating mid-air. A lot of time for her to find where she's gonna put down the ball.
And Sen Domingo is not a small woman. She is
She
5'10".
is pretty tall.
And with, you know, a long wingspan and pretty athletic, but also equally athletic. EJ Laure with a kill.
EJ Laure with a simple pass and hit there. Going through the blockers this time. A little bit of a space between Sen Domingo and Michelle Gumabao in the last play.
Number 11, Bicar out. Number 2, May Luna.
Jasmine Nabor is back in the game, and we see May Luna for the first time today. She did not play in game number 1.
Jasmine Nabor.
3-point game. Underhand set for Negrito. Gumabao, yes! Wow, Michelle.
Easy swing there. Easy point for Michelle Gumabao. A little too far for Buding Durandez to pick that up.
Got 300 pesos? Enjoy NBA TV Philippines now more affordable at Signal Postpaid Plan 290 or Prepaid Load 300. Watch all the action extended until December 31, 2022. 4-point game, 16-12. And crossovers have been making some runs, see, but it just hasn't been enough so far throughout the entire match.
I mean, Coach Sherwin Meneses and the rest of the coaching staff were also aware of the little runs that they make and calls for a timeout right away to break that momentum. It has been effective, and now they're up by 4 points.
Good serve. Nabor to the middle. There's a push by Laure, and she scores. EJ Laure now with 8 points.
EJ Laure opting to push that one over to the back line there. Little scramble by Kyle Negrito and Rose Vargas there. CHERY TIGGO with the point.
You mentioned Laure, 8 points in that Game 1 loss. Galanza off the block. Carandang will get the kill block. Zacarandang with 5. And just like that, a mini 2-point run again for the crossovers. Galanza off speed, saved by Nabor, but not good enough.
Way for Jasmine Nabor to hustle and get that ball, but nobody even got to the second touch there for the crossovers.
12 points now for Galanza. Set Domingo with 8. Panaga with 7. 2 players just about to get double digits. Fattest outside for Domingo.
Way for Buding Dorempes to let that one go. She was about to pick up that ball, but I feel like someone from their bench screamed at her, out!
A 2-point game, Zacarandang with her 5 points. Still no aces for Za. Oh, the set was that for Panaga?
I think that was for Gemma. A little miscue there coming from Kyle Negrito.
Right now, Cool Smashers can't afford errors. They're only lead by 1 here. And Yellow Pasa has not seen action the entire finals. So first and second referee will talk it over.
Illegal entry, sir. Sa libero. Grabe sa libero. Okay. Check.
Illegal entry for a libero.
On the side of the crossovers. There you go.
The Jaya Tienza can't come in just yet.
I guess it was Roldan who was legally in. But when they got to switch from the libero, it was Atienza who got back in. Let's see what the officials have to determine in that last sequence.
Officials are talking it over. It seems Herbert Matematico has sorted things out. Not just yet. Coach Sherwin Meneses takes his opportunity to talk it over with the Cool Smashers, maybe give out a few instructions. And so does Clarence Esteban.
And the rest of the coaching staff of the Cool Smashers asking for the point as well.
And now they're looking at the Cool Smashers, and are they going to switch out Negrito and Gumabao? All right, so this is a substitution for the Cool Smashers. It's a 3-point game.
18 serving 15.
Okay, a 3-point game. 18 serving 15. Third set, must win for the crossovers. They're down 2-0. Bad pass there for Savijevic. May Luna. There's a net touch on Galanza.
Net touch.
Somebody touched the net on her way down. Gemma Galanza. I guess you can see here the...
Actually, this was on the way up when she hit the ball.
It was Banks Panaga on her way down. But way to see that one. Credits to our second referee.
2-point game.
16 serving 18. Serving for CHERY TIGGO, Adrina Vicar.
Galanza from the middle. Picked up by Durendes. They go back row with Laure. Kyle Atienza was there. Here comes Tots Carlos. Maylene Paat. Goes Vargas trying to save it, unsuccessful. And this little run continues for the crossovers. It's back to a 1-point game.
17,
Maylene Paat taking charge here. A little bit of a run for the crossovers.
Carlos. Durendes with an excellent dig. There's a block by Carlos and Paat. Saved by Laure. Carlos against the single blocker. Yes, it's outside though. That's an open block for Tots Carlos. She missed it. 17 errors now for the Cool Smashers. Only 8 errors for the crossovers. There's a challenge here by the Cool Smashers, a ball-in, ball-out challenge. Took a while for them to issue the challenge. So they're going to look at that Tots Carlos down the line attack. Was pretty close. How close was it? We'll find out. 1-point game.
Here we go.
Oh, it was in.
There you go. That was it.
Successful challenge. So this is going to be a 2-point game. 19-17 lead for the Cool Smashers.
19 serving 17. No serving, Gemma Galanza.
Both teams with 2 challenges remaining. Maylene Paat. Gets the kill. Maylene Paat now with 11. First player in double digits for the crossovers.
Maylene Paat getting some steam here. Set number 3. Producing more of her attack points this time around.
Carlos with a push. Saved by Durendes. Jaya Atienza. Galanza will set it for Tots. Tots gets it through the double block. Tots Carlos with another big game. 15 points on 14 attacks and 1 ace.
Tots Carlos very effective in either side of the court. Very comfortable hitting in the outside and opposite positions.
Laure, cross court, single-handed dig by Panaga. Chance ball here for the crossovers. Buding Durendes will play setter. Here comes Paat.
Ball still alive. Nice hustle for the Cool Smashers.
Laure, single blocker, yes! Laure now with 9 along with Savijevic. There's Aya watching on the sidelines.
It's a 1-point game here in set number 3. CHERY TIGGO has been playing catch-up, but not this close in the previous sets.
Carlos, yes!
Tots Carlos, speaking of full steam ahead, this lady here has been producing fire since set number 1, since game number 1.
16 now for Tots. Remember, she had 19 in game number 1. But that was in 4 sets. Maylene Paat. Cross court. Wow.
Maylene Paat showing her own stuff here in set number 3.
Back to a 1-point game. Maylene Paat now with 12. Much better performance for Paat after scoring only 8 points in game number 1. Set Domingo with a soft touch. Saved by Laure. Back row, Seviovic. Domingo again, blocked by Carandang. They go to Vargas. Bicar goes to the middle. Carandang, yes! And the game is tied at 21. Coach CHERY calls a timeout. We'll listen to the Cool Smashers.
Gitna. Tots, pwede ka doon ha. Huwag mo nang bilisan ka, Rose. Kaya mo siya na-discount. Ha? Tataasan ako konti sa'yo, bahala ka ha. Salin, i-running kung ano yung gusto mo.
Yes.
Ha?
Yeah, go for it.
Go, Spikers,
Hey, CREAMLINE!
Biggest lead for the Cool Smashers was 6 points. It's now gone. We're tied at 21. And a chance for the crossovers to get over the hump and take the lead. Set Domingo with 8 points. Maylene Paat with 12. She's serving. Vargas. Carandang with a save. Laure will attack. Atienza with a dig. Tots Carlos back row. Maylene Paat saves it. Battle up the net. What a save by Atienza. Paat picks it up. Another over receive, and Vargas puts the Cool Smashers back on top by 1.
Rose Vargas being aggressive on the net, finding that hole on the side of the crossovers, and scoring 1 against her former teammate as well.
3 points for Vargas. Timeout here for the crossovers.
Alina, pag-iwalayin mo ulit. Tapos ready lang ulit yung backline natin. Atakin mo. Pag binigay sa'yo, hindi mo ganyan. Jay, hingi lang. Ready ka doon sa likod. Okay na, get ready for the pipe, okay?
Hey, CHERY!
Well, both coaches with 1 timeout remaining. Cool Smashers on top by 1 after that Rose Vargas dump.
Let's see what Maylene Paat and the rest of the CHERY TIGGO crossovers will do here in the next sequence. Still alive, only 1 point behind here, set number 3. Still have a chance to win this set and maybe eventually win the match.
Vargas with a super strong serve. She scores 1, she gives up 1. We're tied at 22.
Good timeout then called by the crossovers.
Laure with 9 points off 9 attacks. 1 service error earlier. Close third set here. Aya recording a service of his sister. Combination play. Wow.
Nice set coming from Gia Morado, getting one-on-one blockers for attackers there.
Now we saw Eliza Valdez cheering from the sideline after she slammed her knee on the court, trying to save a ball earlier. Initial diagnosis is a contusion. Seviovic, chance to attack for the Cool Smashers. Galanza again, this time into the net for Gemma Galanza. And so these errors hurting the Cool Smashers. 19 errors in my unofficial count.
That has been the story for the Cool Smashers. They would produce a lot of errors, but I mean, good thing that they've been scoring a lot in terms of attacking as well.
Only 8 errors for the crossovers so far. Oh, Yelena Savinovic with a kill. And the crossovers at set point for the first time in the match.
We got Yelena getting a couple of points here, set number 3. It's the end game, and she's in the front row with Alina Begar and Atienza as well.
Melanza, single block. What a dig by Karandang. Here comes Maylene Baad for the win. Yes, she gets it! Maylene Baad delivers the W, her 13th point. And off to a 4th set we go, to the delight of the fans inside the Phil Sports Arena. A come-from-behind win by the crossovers in set number 3. And they live to fight another set.
Yes.
After falling in the first 2 sets, they have a huge comeback for Maylene Baad and company. 2 players in double digits now for the crossovers. Baad with 13, Savinovic with 10.
The crossovers definitely worked their way through until the 25th point, getting a little runs here and there, and eventually from the 23rd point down to the 25th, clinched that win in set number 3.
Cool Smashers found it difficult to recover without Eliza Valdez after she slammed her knee on the court trying to save a ball midway through the 3rd set. Take a look at their stats.
We got 25-23, this time in favor of CHERY TIGGO. As we check out the errors, as we mentioned earlier, CREAMLINE has been producing a little bit more than CHERY TIGGO, although still outnumbering in terms of attacks. We got 15-40 in favor of CREAMLINE. Blocks are still even with 2 apiece, and aces, we got 1 for CREAMLINE and none for CHERY TIGGO.
Crossover still alive in this battle for bronze. Big question is, can they start off strong here? Because they have not done that in this entire match. They've been playing catch-up only successfully in the last set. Set number 4 underway right here at the Phil Sports Arena. Pancake save there was good, according to our first referee. Oh, wait a minute, there is a challenge here, floor touch. So the rally will be stopped.
The non-call on the floor for number 6, floor touch.
A good tip there by Yelena.
Yeah.
And I feel like her and the rest of her squad she asked for a challenge that time. She was pretty confident that
she looked pretty
it
sure.
might have landed on the floor instead of Gia's hand.
I'm looking at Gia because you can usually tell from a player's face, right?
Yeah. I mean, but then Gia is one of those players who doesn't really,
she's,
you know, put her heart on her sleeve.
Right.
Doesn't show so much emotions.
So you can't really tell. All right, let's see here. Morado with that attempt for the pancake save.
It was a floor touch, so point goes to CHERY TIGGO.
All right, successful challenge for Coach Esteban.
First point of set number 4 goes to CHERY TIGGO.
So that's attack point from Yelena.
So Saviovic with 11 already. Galanza fires one in. Dug up by Bikar. Saviovic tries again off the block. Maylene Baat. Yes!
Maylene Baat finding the hole on the side of the Cool Smashers. This time again, zone 5. Way for her to, you know, shift her body towards that down the line hit.
Now the good pass from Vargas. Carlos hits and sends it outside. This is the kind of start you want if you're Coach Clarence Esteban, and she lost the first 2 sets.
The Cool Smashers looking a little bit derailed here at the start of set number 4.
Another cool pass.
A lot of scrambles as well.
Carlos, cut shot, over receive. Panaga unable to put it away. Those are usually kills already for Panaga. A tip by Jaya Tienza. Battle at the net, but Carlos keeps it alive. Underhand set there. She sends it over. De Guzman does. Here's Saviovic. Vargas pops it up. Carlos too close to the net. And the errors continue for the Cool Smashers. 4-0 start for Maylene Baat and the crossovers.
I mean, the crossovers looking a little bit loose here, playing a little bit loose as well. Everybody showing a little bit more smiles on the court as well as CREAMLINE calls a timeout.
Follow over. Position ulit. Hindi pwede titigil kayo dyan. Ha? Go, let's go, let's go. Pag may receive, mag-combination tayo. Ha? Let's go.
Hey, let's go. Salita tayo. Let's go. Hey, CREAMLINE!
Happy! Focus on yourself!
Very early timeout for Coach Sherwin Meneses, his team, with a series of errors here in the 4th set, and have struggled against the good start of the crossovers. Panaga finally stops that court, and nothing run by CHERY TIGGO.
Again, better first ball. And you know what happens when CREAMLINE gets a decent first ball? It will always go to the middle blockers.
Bikar set for Atienza was pretty nice, but Atienza just sends it into the net.
A little too low there. Coach Esteban telling Alina maybe adjust a little bit more for her teammates this time.
So 2 straight points. Mini run here for the Cool Smashers. Galanza with a nice serve. Baat, yes! Oh, Maylene Baat right now getting whatever she wants. 16 points to Baat.
We're getting a little bit more of the spicy realness here in set number 4. Getting more and more confident for her and her teammates this time.
Good serve. Vargas blocked. Oh, excellent defense at the net. Maylene Baat with a kill block. 17 already in the game.
Back-to-back points for Maylene Baat. 1 attack and 1 block in the last 2 sequence.
If you're Coach Esteban, you couldn't have asked for a better start. 6-2, set number 4. Carlos, beautiful.
combination play coming from Gia Morado de Guzman. Tots Carlos opting for an off-speed shot this time.
Let's go courtside to Sam Corrales.
The Creamline Cool Smashers are no strangers to situations like this. Now, I want to talk about Tots Carlos, who emerges as one of the most reliable players whenever coach calls her up anytime and anywhere. And in fact, today, she saw action as a starter. And sabi ni Tots, malakas talaga ang tiwala niya sa teammates niya because of their hard-earned wins like that 5-setter against PLDT. Now, whenever they go out on the court, they are taking with them the lessons that they had from all of the challenges this conference. And as for today, they need all the mental toughness in this crucial set. Now, let's see if they can indeed bounce back and possibly seal the deal in this battle for the bronze. Back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Sam. Tots Carlos hitting it off the block. And the Cool Smashers again attempting a little run here.
That was a beautiful out-of-system set there by Gia Morado, setting opposite, coming from the left side, pushing it backwards all the way to Tots.
Oh, great receive by Savijevic. Laure, cross court, that's over received by Vargas. And an easy kill for Zacarandang, who is fired up as she sends our match to its first technical timeout, set number 4. Crossovers leading 8-4 against the Cool Smashers. Switch to Signal Postpaid for more super loaded bonding moments. Get free 3 months and more when you subscribe today. Call 8888-5555 now. Back inside the Phil Sports Arena for day number 2 of the finals. This is the battle for bronze. And after a steady start for the Cool Smashers, they lose set number 3, 25-23, and all of a sudden they're trying to find themselves here in set number 4, down by 4. Against the Crossovers. Take a look at the crowd inside our venue.
Got a packed stadium here on the Tuesday evening. We got Sir Ricky Palu of Sports Vision here in attendance, of course, making sure everything runs smoothly so far in the house as we are about to end our 2022 PVL Reinforced Conference here.
Serving for CHERY, TIGGO,
Eileen Pat with 17, 13 attack points, 4 blocks for Pat today.
Her numbers are just starting to add up so far here. Hitting full steam on third, fourth set.
Zacarandang.
And another lady here who's been stepping up so far is Zacarandang.
8 points for Zacarandang, surpassing her 6-point output in game number 1. 5-point advantage for the Crossovers. A beautiful save there by Laure. Domingo tries again. Clips the line this time.
Nobody on the side of the Crossovers to answer for that set. Domingo hit. Again, the connection is just really flawless between Gia and Seth so far.
So explosive every time she goes up. Said Domingo.
Yep.
Must be the puppy.
Must be the oxytocin. The doxytocin.
Eileen Paat. Ooh, that definitely is an overreach for Zacarandang. Morado was still trying to set it. Morado de Guzman was still trying to set it. So a 3-point game. Vargas with 3 points. She subbed in for Valdez, who might not return today because of a knee contusion in the 3rd set. Going to be a chance ball for the Cool Smashers. They go back to Domingo. Yes!
Set Domingo has just been really effective here. Again, that has been the play for the Cool Smashers. They would always go to the middle blockers first, establish both Panaga and Domingo here in this match at least, and then get their outsides and opposites for reinforcement.
Domingo now with 10. What a save there by Seth Domingo. Picar back to Laure, single blocker. She sends it outside. And don't look now from being down by 5. Cool Smashers are within 1. Forcing Coach Esteban to call his first timeout of set number 4.
Boss, balik lang tayo. Recover lang muna tayo. Okay, dahan-dahan lang ulit. Huwag tayo magmadali, lamang pa rin tayo. Okay, lamang pa rin tayo. Alina, diskarte na lang doon kung anong gagawin. Okay, we need to receive. We need a good receive. Sipagan mo ulit yung pasok.
Yes, coach.
Tapos gulang na lang doon sa ibabaw. Okay, recover lang tayo. Compose ulit natin, compose. Balik lang ulit tayo, balik lang. Lamang pa rin tayo, lamang pa rin tayo.
Laban natin.
Stop tayo, one stop.
We got Cha Cruz Behag here and the husband as she waits for the Petrogas Signal Finals, and Coach Godfrey Okumo as well present in the venue.
Coach Esteban asking for composure. Vargas. That's going to be service error number 2. Back to a 2-point lead here for the crossovers. Then serving 8.
Oh, nice serve.
Galanza. Dug up by Laure. Sivievich. Cross court. Atienza picking it up. Domingo with a tip. Durendes. They go to Carandang, who sends it over. Blocked there by Zacarandang, and there's a net touch against Domingo.
A little jumble there at the net between former teammate Zacarandang and Seth Domingo, but it ended as Domingo touches the net.
Little 2-point run for the crossovers. They bring the lead back up to 3. Ooh, sharp serve, too sharp perhaps for EJ Laure, and it's going to be her second service error.
Cool Smashers playing catch up this time. Unusual sight to see as Eliza Valdez still at the bench trying to get her knee fixed.
Overpass there by Laure. Galanza. Yes!
Cool Smashers inching their way closer to CHERY TIGGO, trying to overtake here in the set number 4.
1-point game, chance to tie on the set. Domingo serve. Domingo with 1 ace. 10 points. 4 players, by the way, in double digits already for the Cool Smashers. Svievich. De Guzman sets it up. Galanza again. Off the block. Galanza rejected. And crossovers back on top by 2.
Solid blocking here by Zacarandang so far has been contributing in terms of attack and blocks in set number 4 here.
What's been the key for the crossover so far? As Panaga will score, what's been the key for the crossover? Able to stave off these runs by the Cool Smashers.
They seem to be connected better this time. Even the out-of-system hits, the random jungle balls that they try to put up, everybody has an answer for it, making sure they bring the ball to the other side of the court. They're more coherent as well. Alina connecting better to her attackers just like that.
Svievich with 12 in the game. 3 players in double digits for the crossovers.
Okay.
Panaga with 17, Svijevic with 12, and Laure with 10. Panaga, yes!
Again, the middle blockers have been unmatched here between the CHERY TIGGO and the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. Seth Domingo and Banks Panaga has been contributing a lot of attack points so far here. Game number 2 of the battle for bronze.
Back to a 1-point game. Maylene Paat. Block. Coverage by Bicar. Svijevic against 2 blockers. And the game is tied. Defensive effort by the Cool Smashers. 13 all in set number 4. Bicar back to Svijevic. What a great dig by Galanza. Tots Carlos. Durendes to Maylene Paat. Block! What a save by Durendes. Svijevic. Blocked by Panaga. Oh, excellent defensive play up and in. Back to back for the Cool Smashers. They take the lead by 1, 14-13.
Banks Panaga with so much effort and precision here in terms of blocking, always making sure she jumps every time the ball crosses over to their side of the court.
From down 5, it's a 1-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Panaga gets a call for her to score, and she delivers once again.
This time, the Cool Smashers getting a 4-0 run here. Set number 4, finally overtaking the crossovers.
Good pass by Laure. Here comes Maylene Paat. Through the block this time and stops that 4-0 run by the Cool Smashers.
Maylene Paat, so far the more steady player here for the crossovers, producing continuously, especially here in set number 4.
18 points already for Paat. And she gets a block on Carlos. Vargas through the double block and scores. Rose Vargas with her 4th point. And she sends us to our 2nd technical timeout. 2-point lead for the Cool Smashers against the crossover set number 4. Eliza Valdez seems to be okay. I mean, in terms of her spirits, after she was weeping earlier, after she hurt her knee badly on the court in the middle of the 3rd set. Let's hope again that it's just a contusion. It was the right knee. That's the initial diagnosis. Obviously going to be looked at by experts after this game. Take a look at the crowd inside Phil Sports Arena for game number 2 of the finals. Battle for bronze between the Cool Smashers and the crossovers. The fans here expressing their support for Valdez and company. Right now on top by 2 and also lead 2 sets to 1 here in game number 2. Banks Panaga with 13 in the game already.
Now serving for CREAMLINE, Panaga.
Good pass by Durendes. Laure. And net touch. That's against the Cool Smashers, so it's back to a 1-point game.
CHERY TIGGO very much alive here in set number 4. Earlier in set number 3, which they won, actually, they were down all throughout set number 3 up until the last 3 points, where Mylene Paat made crucial points to end that set. So we'll see if it's gonna be a replay of set number 3, or CREAMLINE will push through and end this set here and end the series as well.
21 errors though so far in the game for the Cool Smashers. Only 12 for the crossovers, but a service ace. That's the second one for Tots Carlos. She has 19 already. And Coach Esteban burns his final timeout here. They're down by 3.
Eh, mahaba naman yung ready niyo yung katawan niyo dun. Tatlo kayo, divide niyo lang sa 3 yung court. Okay? Tapos, kung sa inyo didiretso, receive niyo, pabagalin niyo lang. Tsaka tayo matake ng malakas. Okay? Ha?
One good pass.
Hey, let's go. Kapitan natin to, ha? CHERY! Bye!
Coach Esteban wants better coverage. And he did the math, by the way, on that. Let's see how the crossovers respond by Mylene Paat with 18 points. 14 attacks and 4 blocks. Tots Carlos coming off a service ace. Serving 15, set 4. Good save by Carandang. A chance ball here for the Cool Smashers. Vargas. Sigievich with a dig. Laure. Cross court is wide.
Good intention there by EJ Laure. I remember she got a couple of points trying to land her hits in that side of the court, but this time it got a little too wide. 3-0 run this time for the Cool Smashers.
Another nice serve, but a better receive there from Laure. Mylene Paat gets it through. Domingo with a save. Galanza sends it over, underhand. 4-point game. Zach Carandang, and a save by Galanza, not good enough.
I feel like CHERY TIGGO needs to activate their middles more, just as CREAMLINE is doing right now. A lot of the blockers on the side of the Cool Smashers are already anticipating the sets to go to Mylene Paat, to EJ Laure, and Zarina Carandang is doing a good job actually in terms of attacks as well. So she should be activated as well. But Gia Morales de Guzman scoring of that 1-2 play. So far, 2 dunks or 3 dunks in this match.
What a play there for de Guzman. 4-point game. Cool Smashers on top. Vargas with the serve. Nabor is in the game along with May Luna, who will attack here. Luna gets it through a double block. De Guzman underhand set to Galanza. Down the line, outside.
Good spot though, a little too much of the wrist that time around.
3-point game. 17 serving 21. Nabat has not seen action after the first set. Baliton after the second set. Good serve by Laure. What a save by Atienza. This is an easy over for de Guzman. Sigievich. Save is not good for Vargas. And a little 2-point run for the crossovers.
CHERY TIGGO still alive in this match, catching up to CREAMLINE's 20 points so far, just down by 2.
Another good serve. Back-to-back great serves. The last one was an ace. And it's a 1-point game. 3 point run for the crossovers. Timeout for the Cool Smashers. Laure now with 11. And 2 aces. Sorry, 1 ace.
Next one, girls. Let's get the next point. Taas lang, taas lang.
Hanap ng bola, hanap. Hindi pupunta sa inyo basta-basta.
Yes,
Let's go.
Hey, CREAMLINE!
Laure has been serving so well in the last 2 plays. 19 serving 20. Can they tie? Much better receive from Galanza. Domingo.
Yes. Again, better pass would always mean a set with the middle blocker. And so far, Seth Domingo has been really effective in that play. 2-point game this time.
5 players again in double digits for the Cool Smashers. Valdez with 10. 19 for Carlos. 11 for Domingo. Panaga 13. And Galanza with 14. 2-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Galanza. Nabor with a save. Easy over for Laure. Galanza again. Through the double block. And yes, back-to-back points for Gemma Galanza. It's back to a 3-point lead.
Gemma Galanza. Better efficiency this time around. Getting a lot of attack points. As Valdez had to step out for a while.
Good serve from Seth Domingo. Cool Smashers now in a good position here, up by 4.
Cool Smashers with a 3-0 run to answer CHERY's 3-0 run earlier. 2 points away from closing this match.
Not a good pass there from Laure. Vijevich off-system play. Panaga! And it is match point for the Cool Smashers, 24-19.
Here we go, match point for the Cool Smashers. Match point to end the series to get that bronze medal for the 2022 PVL Reinforced Conference. Good serve there.
Vijevich. Carlos, can she close it out? And not just yet. But a great save there by Seth Domingo. May Luna saves 1 match point.
May Luna putting enough power behind that hit, getting the point.
Again, May Luna did not play in game number 1. Out of DLSU, was personally recruited by Coach Ramil De Jesus. She will go sit down along with Jasmine Abor, Picard, check back in. 4 match points still for the Cool Smashers. 20 serving 24 in the 4th set. Panaga, Bicar with coverage. Vijevich through the block. Galanza against a single block. Laure with a dig. Maylene Paat. Oh, back-to-back match point saved by the crossovers.
Maylene Paat, even in the back row, being effective and contributing crucial points, just like in set number 3.
Paat now with 19 after an 8-point performance in game number 1. Galanza, block. Vargas. They go back to Gemma. Gemma down the line. What a save there by Alina Bicar. Galanza again. Tips it. Mighty Paat. Pancake save is good. Vijevich sends it over. Chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Here we go. Galanza.
Gemma Galanza! I mean, Eric, third time's the charm. This time, Gemma Galanza getting that attack point and getting that win for her squad. Creamline Cool Smashers are your third placers here in the PVL 2022 Reinforced Conference. But what an effort there by the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. Not letting that rally end just yet. Alina Bencar sacrificing her body to make sure the ball still kept alive. But again, Gemma Galanza's attack way too powerful for them to handle and closes it out with the win.
Gemma Galanza, second leading scorer with 16 points. Cool Smashers top scorer is Fox Carlos with 19. Remember, Fox Carlos put up 19 in game number 1. Eliza Valdez with 10. 14 for Panaga, 12 for Domingo. 5 players again in double digits in another 4-set win for the Cool Smashers. But this time around, they close it out and finish third in the Reinforced Conference. Back inside the Phil Sports Arena for the finishing touches of this 4-set win by the Cool Smashers against the Crossovers. After losing in set number 3, they bounce back and win 25-21 in set number 4. Let's say hello to our best player, Gia de Guzman, with Sam Corrales. Sam?
Yes, joining me now is our player of the game. We have Gia de Guzman and the Cool Smashers, your bronze medalists in the Reinforced Conference. So unang-una, Gia, congratulations. It was really a total team effort here today. And even with your team captain down, you never backed down. Andun pa rin ang hustle at nakapag-comeback kayo. What was going on towards the end of that match, Gia?
Well, we knew anyone who stepped in from our team can do the role naman, and we really had to dig deep because we really wanted to finish this year strong. We had a great year, and what better way to end it with a win?
And speaking of a great year, you guys are no stranger to being in the podium, but can you tell us, what does this bronze medal mean to you and to all of your teammates, Gia?
Well, the bronze medal, we're very happy, we're very grateful for it. It's another medal on our wall, and we're very happy for the podium finish kasi ang dami namin pinagdaanan this year, ang dami naming tournament na nilaruan, whether local or international. So to end this year with another medal is something to be grateful for.
You've had 5 tournaments this year, Gia, and I'm sure you guys are just feeling accomplished and happy to reach this stage. So your team captain also talks about every opportunity being a learning experience. Now, as we wrap up the Reinforced Conference, what are you guys taking with you for the future tournaments to come?
Well, we know we can put up a fight locally and internationally. We have a lot to improve on. Volleyball is it's an evolving game, so we're going to come back stronger next year and prepare for another year ahead.
And before that, we of course want to talk about your team captain just a little bit more. She deserves all the love and the spotlight. What can you say about the leadership of the phenom Eliza Valdez steering you into this bronze medal? Thoughts, Gia?
Hindi ko narinig yung tanong.
Yung impact ng isang phenom like Eliza Valdez talagang lumalaban despite being down in this match today.
Ate Gian, take it away.
Well, Atalay has always been a role model and a leader in our team. She's the heart of this team also. And whether she's on the court or off the court, ramdam namin siya and ramdam namin yung gusto niya kaming i-cheer and inspire all the time. So we're grateful for having her in the team.
All right, definitely a warm round of applause to your Creamline Cool Smashers, to Gia de Guzman, to Eliza Valdez. Before we go, may mga gusto ba kayong batiin to all of the fans na walang sawang sumusuporta sa inyo, manalo o matalo, Gia?
Well, first we want to greet our Rabisco and Creamline family. Thank you so much for the support. And also to my family, and also to Tita Rose Oliveros, happy birthday daw. And also to all of our fans, the Creamline Cool Smashers and PVL fans and supporters, thank you so much for being with us today, for sticking with us until the end, and we'll see you again next year.
And that's a wrap for the Creamline Cool Smashers this conference. Your player of the game, Gia Morado de Guzman.
Thank you, Sam. Congratulations, Gia Morado de Guzman and the rest of the Cool Smashers finishing 3rd in the 2022 Reinforced Conference. Our match statistics.
We got a 4-setter match tonight, Eric. Creamline really producing more points, although more errors at that, but they were able to control that one and eventually go home with the hardware tonight. In terms of attacks, we got 67 to 44 with blocks. CHERY TIGGO a little bit more output in that department, but in terms of aces, 10 to only 5 this time in favor of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
So the Cool Smashers win bronze. Despite the efforts of the crossovers in the end, they will finish 4th. CHERY TIGGO on Creamline 3rd in the standings at the end of the season. But we're not done yet. They've got one more coming up, game number 2. Can the Angels close it out against the HD Spikers? It's Signal versus Spectrogas coming up next. Thanks to our director, Marvin Chavez, for Sam Corrales, Zia Baso, and Eric Capan. Stand by for our marquee matchup coming up next, right here on One Sports.
After 3 years, yung namin finals appearance, walang imposible talaga. It's a matter of kung gaano mo talaga kagustuhang manalo.
Kahit sinong team gusto talagang maging #1. Dito na kami sa point na nabigay ulit sa amin yung chance. So hindi na namin papakawalan yung chance na to para ma-defend ulit yung crown.
Kailangan namin mag-bounce back. Mas pag-iigihan pa namin, special sa blockings.
And kailangan namin ma-stop yung import ng Petro.
Hindi pa tapos itong final sa game 2 kasi ang dami naming nautunan at trabahuin talaga namin para makabawi kami sa Petro. Alam naman namin na lalaban talaga yung Signal. Alam namin na hindi bibitawan tong game. Pero kami, papasok kami sa loob ng court na mag-focus kami. Ibibigay talaga namin lahat ng best namin.
Confident ako sa mga teammates ko. So tatapusin namin ang game 2 to.
We're bringing back the crown to Petrogas. We friends, Linz, but when I put that Signal jersey on, you are up, all right? Come on now.
Amin ulit ang corona.
Di ganun kadali makuha ang corona kasi
Babawi kami. Kita-kita tayo sa game 3.
Isang kembot na lang, amin na to. Gretchel, mas magaling ako kumembot. Showdown na lang next game.
eto na to, ide-defend namin muli ang corona laban sa Signal.
Finals na to at high definition namin nakikita ang ginto.
Here we go! Here we go again, Sam. up.